Hey guys, Jimmy Mentis here. I'm at the world famous Kissimmee Muscle 24-hour gym. I'm with my buddy Saint, he's on the other side. And we're going in to do bis and tris, OG way. See you on the inside. All right, here we go.
What we're working on today.
We got bis and tris, man. We got bis and tris. I don't know, man. I feel a little strong today. I feel a little strong. Might be the camera. This is home, man. This is, you know, you come in here and you block everything out. It's my medicine. You know, it's like other people have therapists. This is my therapy. But good therapy, man. This is good. Some good shit. As you notice, I don't do this. Like I'm taking the barbell and I'm going forward because it's hitting the top of the bicep as well. So I get a better pump. I can't do this. This right here does nothing for me. All right.
Going old school.
Yeah, you want to call it old school, but yeah, it's a little old school. I mean, remember we used to swing those dumbbells, right? Come up. I swear, if I would go in the gym equipment business, well, not really. I think I'm the problem. You see this over here? See, I grab right outside of here, right? So I would have to grab here and then work my way out like this. But sometimes I avoid doing this avoid going heavy because I can't grab it and go like this because my back sometimes.
You start with curl first.
It's my basic movement. I don't do well with single arm exercises for some reason. Like, you know, when you sit on a preacher bench and you're just curling, right? I have to do both. It doesn't work for me. See, I get a pump right away. See, that was too heavy for me. I'll just drop it and continue. You don't ruin that set. You see, I have a little swing, right?
Yeah.
good. I'm glad you thought so. I got no problems with my lower back when I'm doing an exercise. It's crazy. No problems because I'm locked in, right? But for me to grab the 90, whatever this was, back down here, I will think twice about it again. But for me to curl it, I got no problem. All right, I'm going over here. Damn. I said, you know what? Let me bump up the carbs a little, right? The funny part is, I bump up the carbs. My body sucked all the carbs in, drained me, you know, and I'm probably down 2-3 pounds already. Yeah, because that's what happens. You know, the body just takes it all in. And I mean, I can see it in my face already.
Yeah, just fully leaning, yeah. That's
You
what
know,
I saw it.
right? It's fuller, right?
Yeah.
I was fat. I was fatter.
I want to see it. Yeah, you leaning.
It's about nutrition. You gotta know how to time your meals, and you gotta know how to time everything. There's, you know, it's what Chris Aceto said. That, you know, he did an interview, and I respect Chris a lot. And he turned around, and he goes, you know, they said, he goes, you know, bodybuilding's a science. He goes, bodybuilding's an art, because science is science. You can't apply the same science to everybody. You have to be aware and recognize what science to apply to somebody or yourself or whatever. So that's where the art form comes in, you know? And he's so true, because even on myself and the people and my clients and the guys I train and stuff like that, no one's the same, but they all get to the same destination. And it's amazing. Ooh. That felt good. That damn felt good. So, we're shooting this video, one of the first, to got my man Saint shooting the video. We'll be shooting some content now, and I don't want to be a YouTube star. What I want to do is share what I've done, share what I know, because there are not a lot of guys at my age, 59, still doing it. You know, so quote another good friend of mine, Michael Hearn. He goes, follow the guys that are doing it, not that are saying it. And not too many are still doing it. So I want to be able to show you guys what I do. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not making any claims, but I've made enough mistakes to realize what works and what doesn't work, you know? So it's part of the plan of us shooting the video. We're gonna be shooting raw, just plain old raw. I don't want to do the you know, all that other bullshit stuff. So, you know, we're gonna be shooting legs, back. I mean, all the body parts. And I hope you guys enjoy it, you know, and comments, questions, what you guys would like to see. Is this the part where I say subscribe, like, and comment?
Yeah.
I think this rope might be a little too long.
Yeah, it looks like it's too long.
Yeah. Yeah, but I say I don't like it like this. I like to be here.
Why do you like to be closer?
Because I don't have too much of a pull on my forearms. If I'm here, I start with my forearms. I want to pull straight from my biceps. You know? No, it's still long. Yeah, it's still long. All right, I'll try it. I just won't go heavy. Yeah, that was okay. That was okay. I felt it. Definitely felt it. You know, some things, a lot of people worry about how it looks when they train in the gym. And it's not about how it looks, it's how it feels. You know, if exercise feels good, who cares how it looks?
Where are we right now? We're at Kissimmee, right?
Kissimmee Muscle Gym. The world famous Kissimmee 24-hour gym. Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm done. I felt it too much. My forearms.
Looks like you're getting a good pump too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, I got a pump. All right. Triceps. Let's we can stay here. All right. Let's start this slow. Let's start the party over here. I like to keep my elbows open. I stay on top. You'll see. It's a little, you know, everybody says, you know, elbows to the side and go down. Yeah, that's right too. But the way I do it, I just feel it. That was light. See, I push straight down. I come up, keep my elbows up, keep my wrist in. I don't do this. I stay up. I come straight down. Closer to my body. Yeah. God, I love when you do first set and
Kind of learning, you know, some tricks too.
first set you got to pump. I think the younger generation thinks that we're after quote after, you know, the younger or the older generation is after the younger generation. We just want to help. We just want to help. But the funny part is, it's ironic because everything we did, they're coming around doing it now. Full range of motion, right? Like, they call it a back set. We call it, when they renamed everything, you know? So the rest pause, we used to call it a drop set, but rest pause now, you don't change the weight, which I love. And don't get me wrong, when I decided to turn up, let me do another set and I'll remind me where I left off. When I decided to turn it up and get ready for the Masters, I really didn't, I was very closed-minded, right? Old school, we know better, and all that. But then I opened my mind up a little and I said, you know what? Maybe the new stuff can actually work. So I tried some of the new stuff. It did absolutely nothing. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. Did absolutely nothing. I was so open-minded to try this and to try everything. It didn't work. So I took a week off. I went back to what I did back then. The way I trained, the way I ate, the way I did everything. And let me tell you, world of difference. So I'm seeing it now with clients that I train, the programs that I'm giving them, and they're like, oh my God, what a difference. The food that they're eating, what a difference. You know, just everything in general. Everything's so complicated now. Everything's so complicated. It's not.
Yep.
But I'm figuring it out. Like today I have arms because I just did the push of the shoulders, chest shoulders, and then I did back on its own, and I left bis and tris on its own. So that might work out for me. But I'm realizing that my central nervous system was taking a hit. All right, let's rock and roll. As you notice, and you will notice, guys, is that it's not a cheat, it's more of a motion rep, right? So everything you see I do doesn't come from a standstill. It's a motion, right? See, when I do front delts, I don't stop here. I bring it back and I kind of swing it up. Same thing with this, right? As I come up, I kind of swing it back down. Curl, same thing. Swing, because to me, the static movement doesn't work for me. It's the continuous tension. See, this is the part where I don't know if I should eat more during the day or did I go too hard, right? See, as we get older, the mind is much more powerful, right? So if I see that I'm not as strong as I used to be, or I'm getting as weak, I'm saying to myself, maybe I didn't eat enough. But now I'm realizing now that maybe I went too much, but I still can't comprehend that I go too much. Because to me, from what I used to do, it's never enough. So I don't believe in overtraining. I believe in undereating. And I know I'm wrong about that, but I mean, you know, who's going to change my mind? All right, we got one more here. That was good. All right, so I want to do little forearms. Just 3 sets underneath and 3 sets on top. I think we can call it a day. The great James DeMello showed me this exercise in 1991 in Fontana Gold, California. James DeMello was an amazing bodybuilder, and we trained together. I think Clark Bartram was with us that day, and my buddy Dennis Leonard was there. So all of a sudden, James grabs the pulley and he starts doing this. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? He goes, try it. So I've been doing it 30 some years. I went on TV. I went on a training show. They flew me up to Indiana, and I went on a training show, and we did some body parts, and they said, give us one of your best unusual exercises. So I grabbed the pulley and I started doing these right here, okay? I'm not gonna stop because I don't want to ruin the set, but they went crazy. They're like, what is that? What's this? What's that? So even when I do it at gyms that don't have a lot of bodybuilders, they still stare at me. Yeah, the inside. It just isolates everything. You know, it pulls you back. It just isolates it. You know, nobody really trains forearms anymore, but you see a lot of guys with forearms. My mistake was I didn't have big forearms because I have long arms too, but I didn't have big forearms anyway. But I got so used to using straps for back that I never had a lot of power in my grip. And I remember there was one show that I did. I had a front double by. It was a 94 Nationals. And I had Joey DeAngelis next to me. And I saw the pictures after the show. And for the record, I beat him. But his forearms next to my forearms were like quads. And that was the last time I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep working my forearms every other day. Forearms and calves every other day. One day I did calves, one day I did forearms, one day I did calves, one day I did forearms. And because that's what I did, was my job, I would actually wake up, eat my first meal, go in the gym, do calves or forearms, get that out of the way, then come back at night and train. You know, I always said, and I'm sure people are gonna say this, I remember I used to say this, imagine if we had the social media back then, right? So, full circle. You're here, right? We're shooting. Social media. So, let's see what happens. Yeah, the calories, 5 or 6 meals is according. I mean, you'll see in my Instagram story, sometimes I have whole eggs in the morning, and sometimes I have egg whites. So usually when I have whole eggs, I have the sourdough bread and I have the oatmeal, and that right there is 1,400 calories to start with. So my first meal is 1,400 calories. So 4 more meals after that, I'm already at my caloric intake. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The curl isn't from your fingers. The curl is from the palms. So if you guys want to try this, right? Don't do this. It's this. The curl is from here, right? This doesn't move. It's not this. It's this right here, right here. And if you want to help, take it all the way down. Ooh, let me stretch them out a little. I felt good, man. I felt good. Buys and tries. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We got a lot more coming. Again, guys, I'm new to this. You know, there's no scripts. There's no hidden agenda. You know, instead of coming in here all by myself, I got company now. I got somebody to talk to. I got someone to ask me questions. I got someone to put this on record so you guys could see, you know, how I do things. I wish I could bring some of the old big boys back and train with them, you know, and I'm gonna try, but some of them are just retired. So I'm gonna take their information, my information, I'm gonna try to hand it off to you guys so you guys can have access to it. So much love, peace.